What's up YouTube? It's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different than the typical type of content I put out. I'm actually going to be customizing my PC and building it today, and I'm really excited. I ordered all the stuff online and this will be my first ever, hand-built PC. And yeah, I'm excited to take a step away from a laptop and get something that is far superior. And I opted to do a spray paint customization just on one of the panels of the actual PC itself. And I'm going to be printing out a stencil of my favorite Nintendo character. She is the freaking best. I always play her in Smash. Give me a thumbs up if you play those games and know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're going to be doing a cutout of her face, and I am going to be spray painting it this color pink. It is candy pink, and I got this from Home Depot for a couple of bucks, so that was nice. I also picked up an X-Acto knife. It's this pen with this blade, and I'm going to be using that to kind of cut out the actual stencil after I've printed it. And the other thing that we'll be using is some Scotch tape or painter's tape, just so that we can really tape down the stencil and make sure that we don't, get any of the spray paint anywhere on the PC that I don't want it. And yeah, it should be pretty easy. This is the first time that I am ever going to be using spray paint. I'm excited to bring you guys along with me for the ride, so let's get started. So the first step is to actually print out the stencil, and so I'm going to print out the stencil and then we will be cutting it out, or I will be cutting it out with the X-Acto knife that I mentioned earlier. So as you can see, I did that really quickly. Took probably about 30 minutes to, cut this out, but it turned out pretty good. I definitely am excited for this. The next step will be to be laying the stencil down and taping it down with the Scotch tape that I mentioned earlier. So I'm just putting the Scotch tape all over it, and actually even using the Scotch tape to put down little pieces on corners that might be blown up from the spray of the spray paint, and hopefully it won't get under the stencil since we are just using thin paper. I would recommend, if you're doing this, to use a thicker paper or even a cardboard paper if you can find it. I couldn't find any at Office Depot, so I just bought regular printer paper and hoping for the best. So here we go. Once I have all that taped down, I actually made an area to lay out on our deck so that I don't get any paint anywhere on the deck, as we are renting in an apartment complex. And yeah, I'm just gonna do some coats now of the pink, and I am going to do probably 4 to 5 coats. I'm not sure. It says that this is fast drying, but I'm going to wait about 40 minutes in between spraying each coat just to be safe and make it as even as possible. All right, I am also, now that I've, done a couple of coats, I'm going to let it sit out for a couple of hours, probably about 4 hours, until it has dried. It's noon right now, so I will wait until 4 p.m. and then I am going to take it off, or you take all the stencil off and we can see the finished product. Woo! out pretty good. I am excited about this. It looks great, but there are some areas that the tape actually, you know, didn't stay sticking down, or the stencil didn't, and the paint got a little bit up underneath it, so not, you know, as sharp as I would want it. So I went and picked up some black paint pens, and we're going to use those to actually outline Peach's head and go around the pink and really just sharpen the edges and make it look a lot cleaner. Hopefully this will look way better than it did. So did that, took about 15 minutes, and we have the finished product. This is it, guys. I think it turned out pretty good, and you know, you could do this with any shape you wanted, any specific stencil that you made on, you know, Photoshop or printed out from the internet. We actually modified one that we found on the internet with Photoshop, and yeah, it turned out pretty freaking great. I am super excited, and this was really easy, you know, one day little project to do. And also, like I said, we're building the PC today, so I will show you guys some clips of that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was shorter and a bit different than what I normally post, but it was fun to bring you guys along as a sort of little vlog day as we build my PC and, you know, customize it. And yeah, it turned out pretty great. My colors that I was obviously trying to coordinate were pink and white, so all of my stuff is pink and white, and I think it looks pretty freaking cute. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're gonna stencil something or just spray paint your PC, what colors are you gonna do? You know, what are you doing to customize your PC? I'd love to see it or hear about it. But yeah, if you liked the video, give me a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.